What's good with y'all? Back with another video, and today I'm reviewing the AE1 Low in the 3SSB colorway, which is the Adidas circuit. The high top colorway of this came out like a year ago, and it was reselling for a crazy amount. I got the lows early. I paid for like an early pair on StockX, and I had a bid still on GOAT. So I ended up paying resale for both pairs to come early. Then they completely flopped after the release. A little frustrating. A little more money, and when I tried to sell the second pair, because I didn't need two, I didn't even make like half that bread back. But nonetheless, let's get into it. Before we do, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Appreciate y'all. It goes a long way growing the shoe page. Road to whatever trillion, billion, cotillion that we can get to. To start off, we're going to get into the upper. I thought this colorway was super cool. This is one of my favorite colorways of the lows. I think there's a lot of fire colorways in the lows though. I just personally like the outgoing ones a little bit more. There was some plain ones and like maybe two color ones that look good, but I definitely wanted the more outgoing ones with this colorway, especially since the highs went for so much. I don't know why the lows flopped. Genuinely confuses me so much. But actually, I might know why they flopped. I'll get into it in the review. These have a distinct TPU upper is what they're calling it, along with some TPU on the toe box for extra durability and some cloth materials along the sock liner and the tongue. On the back of the shoe, we have an internal and external heel counter with an Adidas logo to cap it off. Love the design. I just saw a recent leak of the twos. A little concerned, but it'll be interesting to see when they drop more colorways and everything like that, and on foot. All right, let's get into the cushion. And the thing that's so confusing me about Adidas and the AE1 and the AE1 lows, from what I've heard in different tech specs and just reading different articles, the highs and the lows have different cushion. And the cushion is worse in the lows. Like they use a different ratio of jet boost and light strike, which is what they're calling a light boost. And overall, they're saying they're using a jet boost cushion mixed with light strike. And I guess the ratio is worse in the lows than the highs, because the highs use the same things from what I've read. Super confusing. Adidas cushioning setups, I have not been a huge fan of. I don't know which one it is, if it's jet boost or if it's light strike. But one of them I really don't like. It's like how I don't like React with Nike. And with that being said, it's like a 7.5, maybe an 8 on a good day. It's not like horrible, it's just not the best. It's in that category of React. It's not like a Phylon or a foam midsole, but it's like a very slight upgrade from that. Next on the list, we have the Outsole, and on the Outsole, we have an enlarged herringbone traction pattern with an X-shaped torsion plate on the bottom of the shoe that is full length. And the shoe does have a nice squeak, and this was another one of the few shoes that I gave a 10 out of 10 traction on my short reviews. That's one thing that I've had no issues with the AE line so far, is traction has always been good, consistent, and solid. And most of the colorways I gave a 10 or a 9 out of 10 in terms of traction. But if only it stopped there and that just ended it all, and AE1s were just the best shoe ever. I mean, I did get voted Shoe of the Year, best first shoe or something like that last year. So a lot of people liked them, but I think that was before the lows, and that was only for the highs. Actually, I'm kind of a fan of the highs. Now let's break down and get into some of the issues and when the shoe starts kind of falling apart. The fit. It's been extremely odd, bro. I've had people on my page tell me, oh yeah, I went a half size to a full size up. And I'm like, what the fuck? On the lows, bro? I got my size. I got the charcoal pair long time ago. Ended up returning them because they just did not fit. Got my size. Bro, they were hella long. Like hella long. And I couldn't fit them at all. So then posted that. I said they run big. Everybody's like, no, they run small. Oh no, I went true to size, no issues. So I guess it has a really inconsistent sizing. Like, obviously when I say size and stuff like that, some people's feet are different and everybody's not gonna always agree, and it's gonna be like one general consensus. But usually there's kind of like a pattern of like, okay, this fits a lot of people big, or oh, this might run a little small for a majority of people. With this shoe, it was all over the place. Like, I made a short video just talking about fit, and it was so much in the comments of just, no, I need to size up. Oh, no, I want to size down. No, oh, no, these are perfect. And it just didn't make sense. Like, for example, with the A1s, majority of people needed to go up half to a full size. I don't even want to touch on that topic because I'm going to get to ranting, but a full size up in a hoop shoe, just because it's narrow does not make sense, especially when they run long. But hey, I'm not going to get into it because it's going to stress me out. So with these, I did end up going a half size down, and they fit the best they would for this shoe, for my feet. And that's when another problem arises. I went a half size down. The high top AE1s are around 500 grams. The average weight of my hoop shoe is 370 to 400 grams. For example, some shoes that are of average weight, GT Cut 1s are like 410 grams. GT Cut 3s are around 340 grams. Kobe 6s are around 350, 340 grams. Same with the Kobe 5s. The low tops of these are 452 grams. To put that in perspective, the equals 360. This shoe, not even 400 grams. 450 grams. Puts in the category for top 5 heaviest shoes in my collection as a low top, and that's just insane. And keep in mind, I sized the half size down, so I could only imagine what extra weight I would have with a 9, my size. One good thing that I did mention with this shoe though is, well, good for y'all, bad for me, is I ended up paying like $220 for 2 pairs to get early because I accidentally had a bid live on both of them and I fell asleep. And the sellers accepted the bid on both. Now, this low top of a 3SSB, which is a Adidas Circuit, pretty popular, is only going for around $90 to $100. I will put the link down below if you guys want to pick these up today. Like I said, I have links to make money and do whatever with the shoes, but I'm still not gonna lie and be like, oh yeah, they're great. If you still like them, you still want to buy the shoes, or it's something that you, oh fuck it, well, the issues that are issues aren't that big to me, I'm gonna still cop them. The link's down below. Me personally, I wouldn't do it. I only kept them because they look cool. And then when the 2s come out, I gotta do the versus A1 low versus the 2s, A1 low versus other stuff, or A1 low versus, or A1 high versus the 2s. You know, stuff like that. That's why I be keeping certain things. I really, if they look cool, I hold on to them for a solid minute. Overall, though, these actually beat up my toes too when I wore them, which was quite interesting because I feel like they're pretty wide foot friendly for the most part. Heavy shoe, elite traction though. One good thing you can pull out of the low is elite traction. Cushion isn't really there. They do have an interesting look. They play kind of bulky too. I wore these at some programs I went to. I got a dunk at my first game in these. First game there and first game in these, but they just felt so clunky. I always bring 2 shoes when I hoop, sometimes a little more just to break in or review certain stuff because there's only 7 days in a week to hoop, and there's times where I'm getting more than 7 shoes in a week to do content review and stuff like that. And sometimes I'm hooping for hours, so it's like, oh, play 2-3 games here, see how they feel. I'll send myself a text on my second phone so I have like all the details of what I did and did not feel when I wore them. Throw another shoe, run it back. And it has some extra clips and stuff for y'all. Yeah, overall, not really a huge fan of the lows. I will be doing a review on the highs in the future. I don't know what order I'm going to do it in because I have a bunch of shoes I still have not edited full videos for it to post. And I have some other ideas of some stuff that's coming out in July, some collection videos. I want to start up the Versus series on here as well, but do full videos of it. I think I just posted a Versus a couple days ago, whenever y'all end up seeing this. So I want to start that up as well. Oh, and one last thing I forgot to mention with the AE1s, super easily scuffed. You can see it on the back, on the white part, but I had the Georgia Clay pair. I had the all blue pair. I think I still have the Georgia Clay pair, but I don't have the all blue pair anymore. One wear. It's not like bad, but you can just see that like the inside of the shoe is like kind of scuffed up. It's really hard to see with this design just because of the colorway and the materials. It's like a tie-dye pattern, so you can't really see it compared to like it just being one color and seeing the scuffs and scrapes on the shoe. But yeah, that's all, man. I'm out of here. Tell y'all, I'm grinding, man. We got the late night reviews. I don't know if y'all can see that. I'm not gonna give myself no credit today, because I genuinely just bullshitted and ended up doing them later than I was supposed to. But I'll catch y'all next one. If you like the review, drop a like, please, and thank you.